Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes. So, in the reality, as much as we see it, Lilli is currently being strangled and held by the Phantom, and we need the ability to play with sharp objects to stab him in the eye and free ourselves. So, we've got to figure out a way in this seemingly one scene, how to convince the dragon to let us play with sharp objects. Seems to me like there might be a little bit more dialogue than anything here, because it's a little odd that there'd be nothing here, and that we maybe don't do anything with these guys either. We do have a chicken.
Lilli thought it was a bit cliche, but what was she going to do about it? Write a mean letter to Renee and Pokey?
Yeah.
Lilli didn't want to appear greedy. One feather would be enough, just like a Christmas dinner at the convent.
So we have a dragon tail, otherwise. Dragon tail being here and here. And then a dragon, and then a dragon here. Seems like that's the case. Seems like the lock, which would be a thing, doesn't seem to play a role.
One feather would be enough, just like a Christmas dinner at the convent.
So let's talk to the Harvey Dragon.
Lilli had the feeling that these demons were getting bigger and more dangerous.
Well, you're very brave to come so close to me. Can't you see my teeth, my spikes, and my sharp claws? Didn't anyone ever tell you to stay away from sharp objects? That would be a tragic error.
So the danger of sharp objects is being embodied in this demon, whereas the previous demons didn't quite always work that way.
I'd advise you to stay away from my spikes. A good little girl like you shouldn't play with sharp objects.
Okay. So talking / looking doesn't get us anywhere. So it does really just feel like...
What's going on, brave warrioress? Too weak?
So she's too weak to push the tail. It's kind of funny that the tail has spikes like a dinosaur, a stegosaurus. Typically you don't see that in dragons. So we just tickle the tail.
Stop that!
Okay. So that caused the tail to curve inward, whereas I was kind of trying to get it to go outward, so there must be a combination here in which you're just tickling the tail.
Stop that!
Yeah, it definitely feels like, compared to I have no mouth and yet I must scream, that there's less bloody you lose scenarios in this game. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a single way you can actually die. So the pattern seems to be that he's pulling the tail inward.
Stop that!
Well, I was expecting it to go outward. Okay. And that went back in the circle.
Not a chance. Lilli had probably...
Stop that.
Tickling the dragon himself instead of the tail does seem to do something different. And there is an iron gate you can click on, but it's like way over here.
That's right. Run away. I'll get you next time.
So it seems like the entire puzzle is just to get the tail where he would slam his paw when I grab for the iron gate.
Stop that.
And then so he's just gonna stab himself. Yeah, that seems incredibly easy and incredibly odd that these are the elements. Plus this while this may kill the demon, it doesn't actually address the issue that perhaps that sometimes playing with sharp objects is the right move.
The pain. You dang brat. Look what you did. Don't just stand there. Do something.
Oh, so I guess now I can take the thorn out of that.
Thanks. That was close. Uh-oh.
This demon had also made a mistake. It seemed that in certain situations, it really was necessary to handle sharp objects. Lilli returned victoriously to reality.
We must just end up back in that scene later on. And so now we have another Harvey with a knife through his head. So we were again being choked throughout the whole process, so now we take the broken chair leg and just stab it in the eye.
Not use sharp objects.
Oops. We gotta activate it first, which didn't do the animation. Is there possibly any other answer? Nope. Stab the phantom in the eye.
My eye!
We have no idea who this phantom really is.
Lilli fought for air. The phantom's grip was tight around her throat. Disobedient, it had said.
So can we grab Harvey now? I was thinking we might just pick him up and use him. Pick him up and have him as an item we could use anywhere.
The door was firmly locked.
I think we are probably a little premature here.
One feather would be enough, just like a Christmas dinner at the...
Like we already have... We don't have anything here, so... You can see a coffee here, and we'll just drink the coffee to wake ourselves up. But obviously we're going to have to do more. You can't skip these loading sequences. Alright. And it actually is taking a little bit longer than it would seem like it should to load in and out of those sequences. So, bathroom. We have a silk scarf. We have a knitting needle. And we have a blue urinal, yellow urinal, green urinal, red urinal, and the washing maniac.
But that was pretty. The towel reminded Lilli of one that Mother Superior confiscated from her.
We'll just grab everything.
Lilli liked needles. One time, she even secretly took one from home economics class. She kept it stashed in her mattress and only took it out at night when everyone was sleeping.
Right now we can use sharp objects.
It seemed the laundry there was neatly sorted and washed according to differently colored urinals. Lilli thought that you can take cleanliness a bit too far sometimes.
And then you have like this rope that the thing was hanging on.
Lilli thought that he was a bit wishy-washy.
And then we're not doing anything with the strain. We're not doing anything on the other side here. Let's talk to the guy, I guess.
Whoosh! Welcome to the laundrette. That was your cue to say, this is supposed to be a laundrette, and I'll answer, of course. Oh, admittedly, it's a little rustic, but necessity is the mother of invention. Mother knows best, and now we're doing our laundry in the urinals. Too wishy-washy for you? What other choice do we have?
Too many lines of dialogue.
Exactly none. You don't have to, you know. Just make sure that the fabrics are separated properly. The toilet sanitizers really stay. We'll do the red laundry in the urinal with the red toilet sanitizer. Yellow laundry in the urinal with the yellow toilet sanitizer. Blue laundry in the urinal with the blue toilet sanitizer. And green laundry in the urinal with the green toilet sanitizer. If you want to try it, just show me some clothing with the right color. Then you can use the matching urinal as often as you want.
So there's obviously some kind of puzzle to this, and this is part of the solution. I definitely don't feel like that was a character in the first game now. I feel like we are kind of running into new crazy characters in
The
a
door was firmly locked.
slightly differently designed insane asylum. My knitting needle and surveillance room doesn't work,
The door was
so we're not gonna just pick the lock. These characters do look recognizable from the first game. So we're Petra, Peter, Jug, Adrian. They're burning books, they're burning games. So we have a red curtain
the
here.
curtains had seen better days. At least better than Lilli had seen.
We'll take some of that. And then, unfortunately, it does look like we are going to end up just having to talk to a lot of
candles
people.
smelled wonderfully of honey and flowers. At least that's what Lilli assumed. The flowers in the convent always smelled like insecticide. Lilli liked to smell them nonetheless.
Hello, Lilli. You're not going to play with fire, are you? Of course you don't want that. You know that Mother Superior has forbidden it.
So we'll have to change our restriction to grab that one. And it does just feel like a bunch of conversations gonna happen here.
Goodness, who do we have here then?
Another player!
Yippee.
Don't pay any attention to him! Peter just sees black all the time!
He was born that way.
That's true! Peter suffers from color blindness!
Struggle jug. Well said, loyal friend. We
Maybe
all
it'll
have
be
our
one
crosses
conversation
to bear.
for 4 people.
Oh, yeah?
That'll make it
Do you
quicker.
all wake up every morning knowing that one day you'll lie dead at the foot of a traffic light? Not exactly. But Druggle Jug, for instance, mixes up his blues and greens. You can't really compare the two. Your girlfriend Petra mixes up her yellows and greens. She's not my girlfriend. And we, King Adrian, mix up our reds and yellows.
You should have been there when we played the board game! Sorry, Peter almost choked to death!
So now we know the puzzle.
Afterwards, we decided never to play a board game again. Only fantasy role-playing games instead. You decided that. And what did we just say?
It's so group of adventurers in the legendary world of Motigor. Oh, please, why don't you join us?
Struggle Jug? Not so fast. If the fair maiden wishes to join us in battle, she must first prove herself worthy. She must complete a task that puts her heroic valor to the test.
Just tell her to order a pizza already, so we can get on with it.
So be it. She shall order us pizza.
Okay. So we now know why we got the pizza. And so now we just need to figure out what kind of pizza they want.
I want broccoli on the pizza, but no tomatoes, please.
Struggle Jug?
Oh, no broccoli.
Struggle Jug?
Bananas aren't bad either, but I could just die for broccoli.
Oh, yes. Please do. For that, I'd even happily have bananas on a pizza.
You only eat blueberries anyway.
Yes, I like blueberries, but in this life, you never get what you want anyway.
Upon the order of the king, blueberries will be banned from the pizza. Instead, knowest that tomatoes will grace the pizza dough from now on.
But I don't like tomatoes.
Lilli had heard enough. It seemed impossible to get a pizza that everyone liked.
See, that's funny because it does definitely feel like I could just give them a nothing pizza and they don't like that. Or if we're supposed to combine what seems like two separate puzzles here, as far as the color blindness and the color puzzle, into the pizza puzzle.
You...
Struggle Jug? Yeah, you heard him. Bringest thou the pizza first, then thou may join us in play.
It's really easy. All you need are desks, pencils, paper.
And don't forget to bring a tendency for humiliating yourself.
Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug.
Don't, Droggy. You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens. Adrian mixes up his reds and his yellows. Droggy mixes up his greens and his blues. And I mixed up my yellows and my greens. Funny, isn't it? You're probably wondering why Droggy has a green pillow on his head, right?
Struggle Jug? My goodness, she's right. What on earth are you wearing? You're embarrassing me in front of my new subject. Struggle Jug.
Yes, it is a little strange.
Wait until you've heard the
It doesn't
explanation.
really feel any
Daddy
stranger
should have
than
been
anything
looking all
else.
day.
Struggle Jug.
She just walks in the background and grabs it. And then let's just ask about Dr. Marcel.
Struggle Jug. I believe our guest is searching for the tyrant known as Dr. Marcel. Deliver her thy news. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug.
Don't forget to mention the helicopter.
Struggle Jug. And was never seen again. Bravo. Well told, loyal friend.
Well, that was
Since
useless.
then, these lands have returned to the wise rule of a magnanimous king.
We can do whatever we want.
Does that mean I can finally sleep now?
No!
So we can definitely tell Dr. Marcel is just out of the picture. Alright, well, let's just give him the nothing pizza.
The pizza. Well then, Struggle Jug. Indeed, you've forgotten bananas for my good friend Druggle Jug. No one shall want for food at my table. Get rid of it. Take it from our sight.
Okay, well, bananas on the pizza.
Yellow bananas. Blue blueberries. Red tomatoes. green broccoli.
And it definitely seems like nobody's happy about that.
Yellow bananas, red tomatoes, green broccoli, blue blueberries. Yellow banana, red to green, blue.
Yeah, it definitely feels like we may have messed up at that point. And that there might be an extra. Now, I really think you probably are going to have to play from that point and give them the pizza. I don't think this is just an extra side quest for an achievement. Alright. Let's see.
But that was pretty.
So if I was to put this in the red urinal.
No, no, no. You're discoloring the laundry. This urinal is reserved for red laundry. If you've got some with you, you can use the urinal, but not before.
Okay. So we have a green pillow, which we can do in the green urinal.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the green urinal as much as you like.
Okay. So now what do? Yellow bananas to green?
How about that? Green bananas.
If we were to do this.
Green bananas.
I don't see how this really works as a solution in the long run, though.
That was already freshly washed.
So the silk scarf is not part of it.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the red urinal as much as you like.
But yeah, we don't have anything else, so there's more to this puzzle, obviously, that we need. No, I'm not quite following the concept. Wait, I didn't need to go up there quite yet. Or down here. What we need to do is use sharp objects. And then use the credit card with the can opener.
Dr. Marcel would surely be pleased. With the help of his credit card, Lilli made some confetti.
Now we have a credit punch card.
Dr. Marcel.
And so we didn't need a pattern on the screen for that. Which I thought that's where that was going to go. Let's go back this way first. Let's give this guy the feather duster.
What do you have there? A feather duster? Not that I would want to have a feather duster. Oh, no. No matter how pretty they look. Which doesn't mean that I can't hold it for a second. Just one little second. That would be completely harmless. Don't you think? Give it to me now.
So he's going to dust himself off.
What a relief. And just look, I even found my old spare sheets. Here, go ahead and take it. You've earned it.
So now we have some white sheets, which I don't know what the use of that is.
The idea was good. The idea.
Yeah, unless there's an achievement for trying to reach things you can't reach. I don't think there's a reason to go through that ever again. Alright. And so then we have the scented candle. Can we play with fire? Notice how when they can't actually animate the transition, it just makes a sound effect. Let's go ahead and see if we can give the beam in the fire.
The idea was good, but Lilli's arms were too short. The idea was good.
So that didn't lead to anything either. So we accomplished one thing. At least. Not a total waste of time. Yeah, the next step is just to the roof, I guess, in a easier movement. Let's now try this with the lantern.
And the moths seemed to lose their appetite.
Let's go talk to the beam-in first.
Hello, stranger. Before you say anything, please take a deep breath. And is that what freedom smells like? Or is it just regular air consisting of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, soot from the asylum's new chimney, and a touch of diesel oil from the garage? I don't want to seem melodramatic, but I'm somewhat skeptical about this so-called freedom. Ever since Dr. Marcel started neglecting his duties as head of this asylum, it's us, the patients, that carry the burden of creating our own boundaries. And before I'm able to measure up to this freedom, I do have to ask myself a few things. Maybe there are such things as good boundaries. And even in an ideal case, can I really decide where my own freedom starts and stops? It so happens that no one is preventing me from leaving the asylum. Does that mean I'm free? Can I just fly away, spread my wings, and leap from the asylum roof? The urge is there. Just like any bee, I long to buzz across fields of flowers collecting honey. But I'm still
too
fighting
much
it.
dialogue
Something
again.
about this freedom stinks.
So, like, that's a really, really long-winded conversation just to say, hey, he wants to smell something different, so let's give him this candle. Like, and frankly, I wasn't 100% certain you were going to give him the candle, more that you were just going to throw it on him and coat him in wax and either burn him to death or get the moss to chase after him.
That smells good. But even if the illusion is almost perfect, it's only artificial flavors and chemical esters. An almost perfect illusion, but not real. Like with everything here in the asylum, it's only a half-hearted attempt to trick us into thinking that we're free. And now that no one is stopping us from leaving the asylum, it provides us with a welcome excuse to refuse to leave. Right you are, stranger. I'm just running away from my responsibilities. The responsibility to myself, to accept the deal that the world out there has offered me. I thank you. I've made up my mind. I can't just sit around here doing nothing anymore. I should buzz across fields of flowers and collect honey. Toodaloo, asylum. Hey-ho, freedom.
I feel like in the first game there was a character that got
Lilli was glad that she had
electrocuted on the roof.
Soon he would
by
be
Edna.
in a better place.
So, we got a yellow scarf.
Moths fluttered around the dim light of the lamp. They were apparently searching for food.
Okay. Let's try the pizza.
And the moths seemed to lose their appetite.
Let's see. What kind of food would they moths want to eat?
And the moths seemed to... And the moths seemed...
Sheets?
The moth seemed interested, but Lilli hesitated. Something told her that a moth-riddled item was worth less than one that wasn't.
Okay.
The moth seemed... Something told...
So we need to get moths into something, probably the silk scarf.
Lilli had often wished to go to the zoo to feed the animals. It was even more beautiful than she had imagined.
So now I have a torn silk scarf.
The moths had done a superb job.
So let's just check to see if the torn silk scarf works here.
It was hopeless. Something was missing here.
Okay, back up here. You don't do anything with the TV. Knitting needle with the torn silk scarf.
But Lilli, what are you? Don't you remember? You must just don't see your.
I forgot to change the restrictions. This is going to get kind of annoying very quickly.
Perhaps Mother Superior had been right to throw Lilli out of home ec class. Lilli just didn't know how to use needles properly. Perhaps Lilli just...
Ball of wool with the torn...
Lilli...
What is the next restriction? Getting angry. That's going to be a weird one. Alright, well, we can use the yellow scarf on the yellow urinal.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the yellow urinal as much as you like.
Blueberry on the
Lilli
soap.
knew she wasn't supposed to play with her food. And when is...
Blueberry on the
Lilli
white
knew
sheet.
food. And when is...
What do you have there? Let me see. Aha! Oh ho! Washing machine drum. It is clean.
So we have a clean white sheet.
What do you have there? Let me see. Aha! Oh ho! Washing machine drum. It is clean.
So we're trying to make something dirty. We have a bottle of starch.
Well, Lilli could really use it.
I guess I missed that. Starch with
Lilli
this.
knew that you could use starch to stiffen up laundry. It wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Well, who said it? Now Lilli had a stiff towel with holes.
Okay. So that's how we're going to get down to the final location. Which is a lot of rooms have to go. Might have been better if there was just a fast travel to get back to this location. Alright. And this obviously is how we're going to get a blue piece of fabric, I would suspect. And if there's anything in this room, I remember in the first game there was something as far as a either very crazy person or Edna's father who was crazy or something like that. I imagine we're going to see Edna is trapped in here, and then that'll give us a final goal. You can see here more of a European style light switch. Right. We might as well just look.
Yikes! What are you doing here? Are you actually dead? Too bad. I could use a little entertainment, but the doctor told me not to talk to other people. At least not living ones. Sorry. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Interesting. So if that's the girl that they picked up, then Edna's either not real or she's running around free. And they have her stitching a whole bunch of, let's see, stitching a whole bunch of stuff.
The narrator was slowly losing interest in coming up with motives for Lilli's action. The truth of the matter was, no one knew what she was doing and why.
Wow, so I guess I just found the default response. So they have her, like, making Harveys.
The narrator was the truth of the...
And again, we have beeping sound effects in the background, which are annoying to say the least. Sounds like a fax machine. Alright, we could try and talk through the window, but I don't think she's going to let us.
Here. I'm not allowed to talk to people. At least, not living ones.
Yeah, and there's just like nothing else here, so... Okay. I think that puts us back to going this way. Either that or the blue fabric I've overlooked, or like it would be weird if we get a ball of blue wool when we already had a ball of blue wool. Alright.
The door was firmly locked.
So we've got to figure out how to get into this area in different locations, which may mean that at some point there may just be Harvey dolls all over the place. But obviously I can't talk to the crazy lady until that happens. Alright, let's see if we can figure out this pizza then. It does just seem like it would be... This is going to be a nightmare, because we're going to have to come over here and talk about the color blindness again. And then we'll have to try and make the pizza.
Oh, nice. You're back.
Struggle, Jug.
Too bad. Starving.
Come here.
Okay. Did we ask about the role-playing game?
Struggle, Jug. Yeah, you heard him. Bring us thou the pizza.
It's real. All you need are ducks.
And don't forget.
Yeah, we'd already talked about that.
Struggle, Jug.
Don't drag you. You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens.
So red blueberries.
His reds and his yellows. Droggy mixes up his greens and his blues. And I mixed up my yellows and my greens. Funny, isn't it?
So yellow broccoli, I guess. Yellow broccoli.
Struggle, Jug.
Don't drag you. You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens. Adrian mixes up his reds and his yellows. Droggy mixes up his greens and his blues. And I mixed up my yellows and my greens. Funny, isn't it?
This is gonna be such a nightmare, too. Because it's not just the colorblindness, it's also the preferences. Because somebody hates what everybody else likes. Alright. Red broccoli, I think.
How about that? Red broccoli.
And then we'll put the red broccoli on the pizza.
Red broccoli.
And it seems like it's pretty obvious that what's going to happen here is you're not going to have any default color. Blueberry
Lilli
on
knew
this.
she wasn't supposed food. And when is
Yeah, I don't know these items though. The knitting needle and the white sheet don't seem like they really make sense.
How about that? Yellow tomatoes. Yellow tomatoes.
Okay. So the good news is 2 people seem to be smiling here. So then we would just have to figure out what Adrian and Droggle hate. But it probably is easier just to make the blueberries a different color, so let's just go with green blueberries.
How about that? Green blueberries. Green blueberries.
That didn't seem like that improved anything. And I don't think we can get blue blueberries back. Alright, well let's go talk to these guys again. See if we can get a general idea.
Too bad.
We need the king and the Druggle Jug's preferences and hates.
Lilli didn't want to start another argument. Fortunately, she had remembered everything. Adrian wanted tomatoes, but no blueberries. Petra liked broccoli, but no tomatoes. Druggle wanted banana, but not broccoli. And Peter wanted blueberries, but not banana. This was going to be tough.
Druggle Jug.
Don't you have to, as we are Peter, Adrian, Droggy, and I'm funny.
So I think the banana is wrong. We have green bananas, so I guess we could try red bananas.
How about that? Red bananas.
Maybe we could do something other than yellow tomatoes. We could try blue tomatoes too, but you're just as easily going to make... Nope. You're going to make the wrong response as much as you're going to make the right response.
Green tomatoes.
Yeah, but we don't get anywhere until we can see. Let's talk to this guy.
Try it. Just then you can use them.
He doesn't have anything to say. So unless we're supposed to use the ball of wool with Harvey.
Strange. The silly rabbit didn't even react to Lilli's ball of wool.
So I think the idea here is to perhaps find something we can do to make the rabbit appear.
The narrator was slowly the truth of the... The narrator, the truth...
Pizza.
The narrator, the truth of the...
But Lilli, what are you doing there? Don't you remember?
So you use the needle on the
Just
object,
don't
on the
touch
white
it,
object.
Okay? See you around.
But see, he just walks away in that case. So you can't then, like, hypnotize him.
You shouldn't be here. I'm not allowed to talk to people. At least, not living ones. You shouldn't be. I'm not. At least.
Like, I can lie to her.
You shouldn't be here. I'm at least not.
The narrator was the truth of...
I'm not. At least.
I don't see how you could make a fire or something either. So, what are we missing? Going to the roof, put holes and made the punch card. Going to the maintenance room. There's another way up. Going up this way. But I guess let me talk to one person, so we should double check and talk to him and see if there's some other line of dialogue he might have.
Thanks for finally freeing me from this burden. I only hope the chimney sweep comes soon, because I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah. May just have to look at the walkthrough here, because unless I'm supposed to...
But Lilli, what are don't you? You must just see you around.
So yeah, walks on the screen and then goes away.
Lilli... Oh dear, Lilli really had managed to ruin the sheet. But perhaps a sheet with 2 eye holes could be good for something.
Okay, so we have a ghost costume.
Oh dear, but
I definitely was not expecting that to be the solution. Like, definitely not a lot of hints that that was what we were looking for. Let's make sure we can lie. And then use the ghost costume with the viewing window.
Yikes! A ghost. How sweet. Finally, someone to talk to. You have to help me. Dr. Marcel is wrongfully keeping me here in the asylum. Isn't there anything that you and your ghost buddies can do about it? Curse him? Deprive him of his sleep? Drag him into the 7th circle of hell and torture him for all eternity with red-hot needles? Oh, come on. I've done so much for you. I've performed obscure rituals, sacrificed chickens, danced naked. Although when I think about it, I'm not sure if it was really a ghost that asked me to do that. Ugh. I don't feel so well. Could you please take off your head while we're talking? Oh man, you're not very talkative. Can't you help me at all?
So, can I help her at all? Let's go with yes.
Great! Look at this! The doctor is forcing me to knit these stuffed rabbits. No idea what he needs them for, but I'm not very good at it. Maybe you could lend me a hand. Wait! I'll push some of the fabric through the hatch.
So, That very well may mean that none of the Harveys we've seen so far are the original Harvey from the first game, which is fine. Like, well, who cares?
The rabbit was probably too young to talk.
Okay.
The rabbit would...
So we got blue fabric from that, and that's the thing we needed. So now we can do this part.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the blue urinal as much as you like.
Really feels like this puzzle should be in the same room as the pizza puzzle, or at least the hints of the pizza puzzle, because this is going to get crazy fast. Blueberries back to being blue.
How about that? Blue blueberries.
And then put the blue blueberries
Blue
on the pizza.
blueberries.
And that makes him happy. But I think there's probably something else that needs to be blue. Let's see. Blue tomatoes, possibly.
How about that? Blue tomatoes. Blue tomatoes.
Nope, it was right already. But yeah, that definitely highlights how this is crazy.
How about that? Yellow tomato.
This is asking quite a lot,
Yellow tomatoes.
considering how many of these puzzles there are. Perhaps the puzzle is a bit more simpler in that what this guy likes, this guy hates, and vice versa. So, yeah. Let's just try green tomatoes.
How about that? Green tomatoes. Green tomatoes.
Green or yellow tomatoes are okay, as long as they're not red. It's not really what I meant to do, though. I needed green bananas.
How about that? Green bananas. Green bananas.
Or green broccoli. Yeah, let's try red bananas.
How about that? Red.
We're gonna get a lot of dialogue
Red
loops here.
bananas.
Okay. Yellow broccoli, maybe.
How about that? Yellow broccoli.
Nope, we want red broccoli.
How about the red broccoli.
So it's probably the blueberries that are in part wrong here. We need the blueberries to be a different color without changing these two. If we could get even 3 of these done, then this would
that?
probably make it slightly easier to get the 4th solution.
Red blueberries.
So red blueberries does make this guy happy, but doesn't make this guy happy. So it's not red blueberries, but blueberries was what needed to change.
How about that? Green blueberries.
And we'll just use the process of illumination.
Green blueberries.
Until we get it right, because I don't want to actually spend the energy to try to do it mentally when I can just brute force it. Okay. So then this is coming down to the bananas and or the probably the bananas. Oh, bananas or broccoli, I would suspect. Right.
How about
Green
that?
banana versus red banana.
Green bananas.
Doesn't affect anything. Blue banana.
How about that? Blue bananas.
Did affect something.
How about that? Yellow.
We'll try yellow bananas just to make sure.
Yellow bananas.
No, it needs to be green bananas.
How about that? Green.
Or red bananas.
Green bananas.
So it's not blueberry probably, and it's not bananas. It is going to come down to broccoli or tomatoes. And there are two options for each of these that would make somebody happy, but only one that would not also irritate another. Right. Green broccoli.
Green broccoli.
Is everybody happy here? I kind of think everybody... Nope, she's not happy with green broccoli.
How about that? Yellow broccoli.
No, he does like green broccoli. So it is a broccoli. Let's go with blue broccoli and see if that works.
How about that? Blue broccoli.
I think everybody's happy. Let's see if they'll take this pizza.
The pizza. Well then, Druggle-Jug. Indeed. You've forgotten bananas for my good friend Druggle-Jug. No one shall want for food at my table. Get rid of it. Take it from our sight.
So it is going to give us some feedback. Okay. So we went with green bananas. Let's go with blue bananas.
How about that?
And see if that works.
Blue bananas.
That didn't work. Yellow bananas.
How about that? Yellow bananas.
Yellow bananas does make him happy. So they have a unhappy, neutral, and happy state. But yellow bananas is probably not the right response. So red bananas.
Red bananas.
Yep. That looks like everybody's got a happy face on. I have to say, these puzzles are wildly diverse in just how complicated they are, how long they are. Some are super too easy, some are super too complicated. I wouldn't really say hard, but there's just really no consistency here.
Ah, the pizza. Well then. Superb, superb.
Great! I wish I were as good on the phone as you.
Druggle Jug.
And Peter is satisfied too.
Satisfied? How can I be satisfied in such a world in which the only moments worth living for are those when the pizza arrives with the right toppings?
That means yes.
We owe you one.
Peter almost starved to death.
It's not that bad. I've already lost all hope of dying honorably anyway.
Druggle Jug. Well said. Now that the food is taken care of, let us begin the game.
Don't you want to play too, sweetie? You'll see. It'll be incredibly fun.
If you take pleasure in such excessive self-degradation.
That and a dice cup.
Druggle Jug.
Uh-huh.
So be it. Then follow us into the world of Hoth Motigor. Your group has set up camp near the infamous Goblin Gorge.
Lilli found herself in a clearing. The campfire was crackling, and the wind whipped through her clothes.
You can hear the war drums of the goblins in the distance. This is your last rest before the great battle.
Lilli did in fact hear drums.
It does definitely feel like
Enormous armies.
there would be more than just one more battle to end the
Wait.
game.
Are you telling the story or am I?
What?
It's just that I see that you don't have the Dungeon Master screen in front of you. And I'm pretty sure that the Dungeon Master is recognized by his Dungeon Master screen.
That's ridiculous. I'm the narrator. I don't need a...
Well, then why don't you be the Dungeon Master then? I'm curious how you'll do without any battle value tables or source books.
What? But that's...
That's what I thought. And now, move over.
Ow! Hey! You can't just...
Where was I? Oh, yes. You're here on the orders of the king to drive the goblins from the gorge. There are rumors that the goblins have dammed up the Pink River. This has turned Hoth Motigor's most important memorial into a reservoir. The Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Also sitting at the fire...
Really not a lot to say as they're monologuing
You're
here.
tired from the journey, but sleep is far from your mind. Goblin scouts could be lurking anywhere. The black magician Petrula, the noble Sir Drogalot, and the amusing juggler Snippo
I want a different role.
Shush.
are gathering their strength for the battle. Only the Amazonian barbarian warrioress Lilligrim.
Huh? That's you.
Only the Amazonian barbarian warrior Lilligrim is restless. It's your move, Lilligrim. What will you do?
So yeah, this is a different kind of fantasy environment. You can see that there's a lot of people to talk to, potentially. And we can go to Goblin Gorge. But yeah, that was a lot of dialogue, to say the least, and that was a fairly complicated puzzle with the pizza puzzle. Inherently, I have been saying they probably should speedrun. Any point-and-click adventure developer and pretty much any game developer in general should have somebody speedrun internally their game as they're developing it. Because that sequence would be real nightmare to get through if you actually had to sit through it. If you can click through it, it might be a little bit faster, but even on the first experience, it's a little bit too much monologuing. You could certainly have had a pointless sequence where she has to create her character and that it is just randomized stats that don't matter, or that she can pick one of 5 names and then the game will refer to her under one of those one of 5 names, but it doesn't really matter. As far as achievements go, I don't think they are a particularly good indicator of how far we are in the game, but they also, oddly, are saying this is your rest before the final battle, which I don't really feel like that should be the case either. We still have to fight Mother Superior / the Doctor. At least one of them is the final bad guy. We probably need some kind of twist about how Harvey is playing a role in this story. If this new Harvey is going to play any real role, other than just being a stuffed animal with a voice box in it. And then the whole Edna Lilli relationship should probably be expanded on a little bit, and we should find Edna. So we also should probably figure out who the Phantasm is at some level, because there might be a twist there. If it turned out that the Phantasm was like Lilli's father and he was crazy and that's why she was in the convent, maybe there's an interesting twist in the story if that were to happen. But yeah, that's all I could even begin to speculate on. But yeah, there's a lot of plot points that need to be wrapped up, and I would expect there to be kind of one more act at least, if not just a collection of much bigger puzzles. But yeah, we'll see. It's been another hour, and yeah, I'm still mostly not having much to say here. It's not like this game is bad by any means. It's just mediocre, just in the middle. It is what I would expect from a early Daedalic point-and-click adventure. I imagine this will end on somewhat of a negative ending like all the other Daedalic games. But yeah, that's about the only thing I would even speculate is going to happen. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good